June 2nd, 11:59 p.m. East Coast time. Getting ready to do a little painting. I put a burnt sienna underpainting, just a flat color. Just did it on the 29th of May. Painting is called Consider. I like to name all my paintings before I begin them because the results always seem to surprise me. What the goal of this is, I wanted to start uploading some YouTube videos documenting the process for my various projects. And I wanted to start today. I made my mind up today based on a friend's recommendation. I've had a very chill day, and I was thinking about what I would talk about on here, and I could just briefly talk about the movie I'm working on, or the music we're working on. But there's plenty of time to get into all that stuff. I just wanted to make something a little short. While I painted, I got some CAD red and some ultramarine blue on my palette. We're gonna go ahead and add some yellow on there, get like a primary color thing going. What we're gonna be painting, I don't know. That's just kind of how I like to work these things. Maybe if I usually just start. Right now I'm sitting on the floor of my room with a smock on. I left my paper towels across the room. Fuck. Yeah, just getting ready to lay the first mark. Just kind of red with some yellow mixed in. It's not even an orange. I'm just trying to figure out where to place it. I'm trying to see if there's any shape I can visualize on the canvas. Yeah, I guess we'll just start putting stuff there. this video isn't important. I'm saying nothing important here. But who knows? Maybe this could be extremely significant. The actual just beginning of something. Is that enough? Maybe this will be the least viewed video. Maybe it won't. I believe there's an audience somewhere. We got kind of cooking right now is a red F, and I'm trying not to let that discourage me. It's just color is so beautiful. Really liking lots of yellow in my shit. Really heavy amounts of yellow. When I think about Van Gogh and just having paint come out of tubes, it's like how the fuck they use that much paint? Like I use that much paint and I wince. Interesting things are beginning to happen with spreading the yellow thinly over the primer. It might actually be red oxide mixed with maybe some burnt sienna. Who knows? I did this fucking 3 days ago. It is the 3rd of June now. Welcome to the present. The furthest we have made it as a humanity. Yeah, I'm kind of fucking with what I got going on. Kind of looks like mustard and ketchup, but we're just gonna rock with it for right now. I think after seeing what I've got going on now, we might, I think some olive green, kind of like a green ochre thing would be pretty cool. I kind of mix in with this yellow, maybe make it a little, get a little sicklier, I don't know. I'm painting on the floor right now because my easel has some wet paintings on it that I don't want to move. My drying rack is covered up by like a goes on top of a desk. Adds additional space. The name escapes me now. Whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of digging the yellow mixing into a red. Getting interesting results. I haven't cleaned my brush. I don't know if I will. I kind of would like all the colors to unite as one and be mixed together. Mixing is mostly volume. Should it be? We got some turquoise on it. Don't want that. Let's get some yellow going on. See if we can raise the chroma of the olive. Maybe make it a little bit more vibrant. Or just add a little bit more dynamic to it. Wet my brush quite a bit. Sad that some of the paint doesn't make it on the canvas, but if I don't want them to be mixing, then it is what it is. I should definitely consider, I'm just imagining what this could be. This form, not the canvas, but the video format. This never really interested me, but I could see maybe uploading footage of this. I considered doing that earlier, but I wanted to just not put the cart before the horse. It was important for me to just start. And just the fact that we can imagine doing it again, I think is good. I've already crossed the length of time that I wanted this to be. But right now we're just kind of in Zen paint mode. It's a little bit of a bummer because I really like to paint in silence and be thinking in color and not words. But I'm just on here fucking yapping. Interesting things are happening with what if we added some like blue and yellow? Let me get that green. Let's add to the red. I don't know. Yeah, I just paint for the love of it, just the love of color and brushwork. I'm not a realistic painter. You know, every now and then I try my hand at those things and it just doesn't really interest me. I'm sure I'll dabble with them more later in life. And by later in life, I mean probably this month. Yeah, I never really thought of olive green as green ochre, but I mean, this would be what I think it would be. I'm doing a lot of circular movements with a brush, just trying to, I don't know, get this looking bruise-like a wound of some kind has been opened up on this canvas. Getting paint on my hands because I'm having to hold the wet canvas. These are just things I gotta deal with. Very small problems to have. Yeah. Why would somebody want to watch this? Maybe they can see painting how I see it and the elation. We're adding a cornerish shape above the F shape. It's a little rounded right now. We're gonna make it kind of come down, come back up. Yeah, maybe we could get something, I'm like pointing and shit. Yeah, maybe some blue down there would be cool. In between these, some gap. Yeah, like maybe everyone else can feel it. I think I'll definitely do this again. The editing process, who knows what that'll be like. I imagine I'll put some stills in. Okay, I'll take a picture now. Not necessarily painting in good lighting because I'm looking at my palette under decent lighting. I'm holding it up to the light, so I'm seeing what color the colors actually are. They don't really change when I put them on the canvas because this is not how shit works. I'm not a huge fan of this red spot I put at the top. We're gonna have to salvage that. Okay, we made the top part longer. I some ultramarine blue would be cool. Or mix it with a whole bunch of other shit, make it a little bit more dynamic. Yeah, right here. It looks like I just got a text about a short film I scored for. I got a message just now about a short film I worked on. I did the music for it, and I have just been sent the actual video. I made it for a friend of mine who was my neighbor growing up. And I just wanted to make a nice piece of music for the film he had been cooking. You know, just I got a text that said it. Anyways, thanks so much for being a part of this, Scott. I knew we'd make a movie together someday, some way, somehow, and we did. I'm cheesing right now. I mean, to just the fruits of our labor. Motherfuckers slamming doors in my house. It's crazy. Yeah, it's so hard being me. The painting is a giant fucking mess of these grisly colors. I need more olive green, I think. Maybe we need to bring some of it back up with some yellow. Yeah, let's try that. Right in the midst of it. I still have not changed brushes. You know, I mean, we're just really having fun with it. Like, this is just what's not to like. Like, this is more. This is deeper than a movie or a TV show that put on. Because, I mean, just the level of openness and feel to be painting the way I do, it's just constant readjustments. I'm shooting the film all handheld as well, so there's just constant readjustments to the frame going on there. I mean, it's just, like the weather, like every moment is completely unique to its own. And so what flew 5 minutes ago doesn't necessarily work anymore. So it's just like you constantly be questioning what the fuck you're doing, but not in a way like stop doing it. It's just readjust. Just go further into it. I don't know. Yeah, life is beautiful. My life is actually fucking beautiful. And if whoever's watching this can feel just a little bit of that, that would be elite. Like, that would be yeah. And it's just to be able to connect through something I really care about and something I do just strictly out of the love of the game. Like, I'm not interested in having people come check out my paintings but it's just kind of crazy to share it in an organic kind of way like this. Just kind of my thoughts and feelings as I go through it. Just utilizing the color I have left on my palette and just maybe making some bold choices with it. It's like this image now has color and shape. I just want there to be things for the eye to see, to draw their attention to. Being pretty risky right now with this heavy amount of blue, and I'm liking my marks so far. Alright, we can work with this. Maybe taper it out toward the edge there. To be something right here, and it's just kind of whatever I've made here now is just something I couldn't have even imagined making when I started this 28 minutes ago. It's just being its completely own place. I used a shitload of yellow. And I'm getting ready to call it because I can hear, I got the dryer going, TV going upstairs. I think we're a winner on this one. Maybe. It smells more red. It's a big muddy fucking mess. Right there in that center. We need something bold there. More red. More red, more red. Yeah, fuck with it. That's just crazy. I'd be doing this shit anyways. Keep my fucking mouth closed. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into recording while I do this. Just kind of yapping about shit. That's it. I'm out. Like, I gotta go figure out a second verse to a rap song, and it's probably just gonna be about like bad bitches and ice, because that's just all I got. 100 fucking pages of bars written. It's just good old bitches and ice. Alright.